We're back, another round in the alternate 2025 Formula 1 World Championship, and this one is very interesting because we essentially have a little bit of a loophole. Now, last time out we raced at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and we again kind of got a bit creative. There's no other real racetracks in Saudi Arabia, so we actually raced at the future 2028 Grand Prix at Qiddiya. So if you guys want to see that video on screen now, go watch it. There's a link in the top right. For this one though, I've had to get creative once again. Now, the name is the Miami Grand Prix, and we are limited by that term somewhat. In Miami, we have the Miami circuit, and we also have the Prix, and we have the Homestead Oval circuit with the infield. But that doesn't really give us a lot of options. So I basically opened it up to the Florida area in general, and that gives us Daytona and Sebring into the mix, along with a fictional circuit, the Miami Bayside circuit. Now I put these in the poll and you guys voted. The winning option was Sebring, no surprise. So today we're throwing F1 cars around this super bumpy circuit, which should be very, very interesting. I think this is a good option, and we are still in the Florida area, so let's get into it. For this one, we have scaled the race distance, so we have a 17 lap race. I've applied all the right settings for the fuel, for the cars, for the AI, and we're ready to go. Now for the grid today, we have Leclerc on pole ahead of Antonelli, of course got the sprint pole in real life. Then we have Gasly, Ocon in the second row, all French second row ahead of Tsunoda, P5, Russell, and then Hamilton, Verstappen, Piastri, the three main rivals, along with Alonso in P10. Those four right there, that block is who we're looking out for. Then we have Norris, Albon, Behrman, Bortoletto, Sainz, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Doohan, Stroll, Hadjar, and myself as always at the back of the grid. Anyway, heading into this one, we have a healthy lead in the Drivers' Championship. Constructors, also possible, but it is a one-car team, but to be fair, there's a lot of chaos here, so it's still very much possible we can win the Constructors, but this is more focused on the Drivers' Championship. Anyway, we're going to jump into it and have some fun. Everything's ready to go, so let's get racing around Sebring. Now, I genuinely am curious to see how these bumps work. Lights on, here we go, Sebring time. Lights out, and away we go. Bogged down a little bit off the line there, but we're going to get stuck in right away as we head down towards turn one. Easy. It tightens up. Just got to watch the grip levels. Look at how bumpy this is. This is going to be a challenge in itself as we make our way through the lap. Very narrow section here. I've raced here in the past. I've also done endurance racing on iRacing here, so I know where I'm going. Then it does sort of open up here a little bit, and we're going to get to test our straight line speed. I'm curious to see if there's any DRS zones at all around this track, which could be an interesting factor as we head through the hairpin into a chicane. Just got overtaken there by Stroll, so we're back down to P20 and penultimate place. Just want to try and get my tyres up to temp first and foremost as we now head into a fairly crucial sequence of corners. We're going to find out and see how everybody behaves. So far, the AI have been excellent. I really thought, we'd have a bit of trouble here with the bumps, but so far, they're actually doing pretty damn well. So, long may it continue. This is the part of the track that I'm looking forward to with F1 cars because there's a lot of kind of winding corners and it all swoops together. I'm running max AI difficulty with an AI difficulty mod increaser on top. Looks like this could be a DRS zone. Yes, it is. There's no notification on the bottom right on the speedometer, but I can see on my actual in-car dash how the green light is, lighting up. So we have DRS on that back straight. Potentially, we might have DRS everywhere. Let's keep an eye on the AI, and we'll kind of do what they're doing. So they're using it on his straight as well. So maybe they're just using it everywhere, which if that's the case, I'm down. Let's throw it, old school 2011 style when qualifying, when you could open DRS basically everywhere. That could be fun. At the minute, just trying to get these tyres up to temp. You can see it's going to be a difficult one, this one, for overtaking. I was low-key hoping for the Daytona infield, but I do not mind a bit of Sebring. At the minute, we're a little bit slow on the straight. Obviously, we've got engine modes to work with, but we're not going to just dip into those just yet. Again, we'll try and stay away from the manual override, as we're going to now go up on engine mode a little bit. I feel like It's going to be a tough one, this one, though, to overtake. And I've really got that AI sharp around here. They're really, really quick. So we're going to be in for a proper challenge. And I think, definitely our strongest challenge of the season so far. Because also, it's going to take me at least, 3 to 5 laps to really get confident around this track and send it around here, knowing exactly what sort of speed to carry, what gears to use, where to really commit. But having DRS everywhere is definitely a unique challenge and a bit of a curveball of sorts. So far you can see we're all very equal. Leclerc leads by 11 seconds, so he's got a healthy margin out front. Again, default setup, same setup as always for every single round, just keeping it, equal to the rest of the AI. Leclerc 33.8. We've had a good last corner there. We might just get a run. We do a 35.0. Oh my god, that's so quick. I've got a lot of understeer through there. Can definitely feel it. Oh, that's a lock up. I'm in a bit deep. Gonna have to pull that one back up. I was just starting to really get close to Stroll there. And put some pressure on. I think now we're going to start getting active with the engine modes to try and close in on these guys. Bit of battling ahead. The AI do actually battle around here. They do get scrappy. So let's see if we can try and maybe get something. It's actually Doohan and Hulkenberg going at it. Still trying to learn those braking points. Again, like every episode, we're jumping in cold. So we're figuring this out in real time. To be fair, I'm tempted to use the manual override here to do something. Having to manually adjust the battery modes is proving a bit of a difficult challenge around this track because there's a corner that's hitting you in your face almost instantly every time. That was good through there. If I can get the engine mode on now, we might have a chance against Stroll here. And getting our first proper move of the race. Here we go. Closing. Into the last corner. Lots of different lines you can take through here. We're going to go super tight. And we're going to get that one done. First overtake of the race. Let's go. 34.1. Purple final sector. That's exactly what we want. Got so much more understeer than the AI through turn 1. But now we're starting to get involved. These two side by side here might present a chance for us to overtake. But again, the narrowness of the circuit. Doohan's at a poor exit. We're going to try and get through that gap. Every overtake here could be gold, so we need to try it and make those count. We're going to brake super late into the chicane and we're going to go through. Oh, a bit of a snap there, but we might still have a go at Hulkenberg. Not quite, a bit far back. We'll turn the engine mode down and try and charge. That's good, that's a pair of overtakes. So that's a good start. Brake bias is already as rearward as it can go, and Hulkenberg there caught napping. We're going to go through, we're going to shut the door in his face. So the front locking is not going to change. The brake bias is all the way rearward, but you can see I'm just not quite able to go through. That's Lawson. Oh, lots of dirty air through there. Maybe through here, though, if we can get the exit. Yep, there we go. Suddenly, now we're starting to get these moves done. Struggled to get progress done initially, but now we're moving. Leclerc still just banging out those low 33s. Tyres giving out there. That was a big old snap. Lawson back for seconds. We're going to have to just defend the line through turn 1. There we go. Right, P16 then. We've got a bit of clean air to kind of drive into. And again, re-establish our pace a little bit. So we've got a few moves done. Let's try and chase a few more, shall we? And let's see if we can also get a bit of charge back in the process on the battery. Whew, this is a proper challenge. The bumpiness, I can feel it, the full seatback. This is going to be a tiring one by the end of this thing. And this is only a sprint distance. I love how you can really attack these curbs and also just, really use the track limits around here. Good old-fashioned racetrack, purple middle sector. Also, the unique thing about this is having DRS everywhere. It's a bit like 2011 in qualifying when you were allowed to have DRS, you know, the entire lap. So basically, oh my god. That's why we have damage off. I'm very lucky. Not because of the damage, but because that we could have gone backwards there and just basically ruined our race with the spin. But we lost a lot of time to the cars ahead. I was saying, if you gamble running DRS everywhere, then you know you could take a risk in terms of when you open it, where you open it, and you know you'll get rewarded. The more you take that risk, if you find those tenths here and there opening in unorthodox areas, you're going to go faster at the risk of potentially losing the car, or spinning or having a snap, whatever it may be. So you have to risk when you have this basically DRS no rules application. So yeah, that was a hefty shunt. We've lost a lot of ground, so we're gonna have to really get it moving now. I think I might have been on for a fastest lap, but never mind. We're now losing time, but we're very quick through sector 2. Through that bit right there, especially those last 2 corners, we seem to just really make up the time. And I'm starting to get more and more comfortable, so we can really start to use these curbs and just use all the racetrack. And look at that, that's exactly what you want. And there's another purple middle sector. Let's make sure we don't wash out as wide at the last corner, and hopefully this time next lap will be on the back of the cars ahead. Antonelli now quickest, 33.1, that's more like it. Oh my god, there's a horrible bump there though. I've got to try and figure out what exactly the best line is. Look at that, 34.4, it's not exactly blistering pace. That last corner is costing me a bit of time relative to the AI, so we've got to figure that out at some point. Same goes for turn 1 there. That was a better one from me, but we need more than that. Hopefully the AI though start to battle ahead and we can really close in. I think our top 10 would be a good result at this rate. The AI are really strong here, the strongest they've been all season. Leclerc's now 15 seconds up the road, so this is no joke. We've got it spot on today, and this is going to be a genuine challenge. Bit of a mistake there. Come on, man. We're struggling. I'm going to have to up the engine mode a little bit. I was already in medium. I don't really want to go high, so we'll leave it in medium for now and see if that's what I was using. But I'm flat out PB first sector. Uh-oh. That's wide. Oof, good save. I'm overdriving it. I'm on the limit, folks. 33 zeros being banged in, though, by Leclerc and Antonelli. I mean, that's insane. Let's see what the line's like through there. That's a bit better. Still very, very bumpy. I think I'm struggling more than the AR with the bumps. But there we go, into the 133s. That's a bit better. We're quicker than some of the cars ahead. Turn 1 is such a challenge because it's blind and you just have to throw it in and hope you've got the speed and the grip levels calculated to perfection. Oh, that was a bit wild over the curbs. They're so high around it, but we are starting to catch. We are starting to close in. Come on. Another big lap or 2. And if we can just get in the wheel tracks, we might be there. That was great. Really committed there. Visually now we're catching. Come on. Big end to the lap here. And we can be right in the mix. Oh, that's a bit overcommitted as we bomb out on that curb. Just going flat out everywhere. That was my best last corner yet. Managed to get DRS open super early there. Look at that, it gives us a PB, a 33.4, even with that scruffy middle part of the lap. If you just get the line right at the last corner, it just makes such a difference. We'll potentially be there at the end of this lap if we can really nail it. But we are flat out today. Absolutely on the limit. Hence I'm having to go quiet at times, just make sure we nail certain sections. But look at that train of cars ahead. If they even remotely battle, we'll be right there. And hopefully we'll pick up the pieces. But we're going to have to really commit to get points in this one. We're pushing every bit of the track at every moment in time. But we're right there, I'm sweating already. Bumpiness of this track is a proper workout. Let's not make the same mistake as last time. Through there. That's what I'm talking about. We're there. We're right there. Come on, let's try. We've still got plenty of time to get these moves done, and we're slowly building up our charge. I think the important thing is to just try and follow the AI's line through the last corner, but they've got a bit more turning and downforce, I think, than me. Either way. There it is, 32.9, finally. Fastest lap. Also, we are on the hards, so the tyres will come to us at the end. There's a lot of cars on softs still ahead of us on C5, so we might be struggling. So now, we're going to try and get these moves. That was a bit wide there. Got some understeer and some dirty air from Carlos Sainz. It's good timing, and we should also get a bit more charge now we're in traffic. Right, come on then. Let's try and figure out these overtakes. We're pretty good through this section, so this might be a spot for us. There we go. I don't open DRS. Just trying to look for a pass there. Come on. Ah, damn, come on. It's difficult. Let's set this one up. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be exploiting that because the AI aren't doing it, but you know what? It's fair game. In real life, they've run that in endurance racing. Here we go. Come on. Oh, oh my God. That's our race over. I swear that wasn't on me. Sainz got us pinched to the inside. But we're straight down to last and our tyres are overheating like crazy. Oh no. I might just change the championship. I'm convinced Sainz gave me a pinch there. We'll have to get the replay back up. But this is going to make things very difficult now to get any points. I don't think that's going to be happening unless there's more chaos up ahead. I think best we can hope for now is just trying to go back to where we were. And even then there's no points for that. I don't know if we have to be more alongside for a move there, but gutted, absolutely gutted. They're going for it now up ahead. We worked so hard to get with those guys and get back into that battle for the points, and it all just went within a corner. Absolutely devastating. So I'm back on the pace, even with those overheating tyres at the start of the lap. Trying to see if I can get a few moves done here and fight for pride. That's what we can fight for at this point. Uh-oh. Bit too aggressive there. Overdriving it like crazy now. Trying to make up for lost time. This track is a proper worker. I am sweating right now. Doesn't help it's very warm, but I am sweating. Meanwhile, there we go, bit of battling as the fireworks go off outside. Although they've already gone off on track in this one. Stroll gets past Hadjar. I want some of that myself, so let's try and get involved. We're so good through this part of the lap. Shame we couldn't put it to use versus Sainz when we was trying to get past him. There we go. Oh my God. It's such a tricky track to get any overtakes done around here. Oh, understeer. Struggling now. Front left is starting to tap out. Leclerc is 25 seconds up the road, give or take. That's insane. Looks like Stroll's having a look at Hulkenberg. Oh, I'm a bit deep there, but we could potentially get involved. I think we can try and get Hadjar this time through this section if I'm good enough. It's all about commitment as well. I've got to go for these moves, even though they're very, very high risk. Here we go. Oh my god, Hadjar holds on. Oh, back end. DRS opened way too early there in a traction zone, and I paid the price. Here we go. Do I dare? Do I dare? After what happened last time. We'll take it, why not? Managed to get more ahead that time. Oh, that bump is horrible. Fireworks off track outside my house, but anyway. Still got a couple laps to go. Yeah, we might be able to get a few more things done here. Oh boy, here we go again. Onto the back straight. I don't have any momentum. Running out of battery, but we're going to try and go for it. On the inside. Open up the line to avoid that bump on the inside. That's another one down. Hulkenberg next, only for P18 though. Still churning out a good pace. Just a shame that we're not fighting for anything. Let's try and get Hulk. Come on. Oh, I was actually bloody brilliant through there. Might be able to have a distant look here. Not quite, a bit too far back through that one, unfortunately. Come on, if we can get him through here, that'll be huge for us. Oh, I had to just wait and delay that one a bit. Wrong engine mode. Oh, bit of contact. Come on. Oh my god, this is going to be scary. Wow, he broke so late through there. That's insane. Come on, last bit of engine mode. This is the only spot to overtake, it seems, around this track. Through we go. Oh, that's a nice clean pass. And we avoid the bump. So we're going to get an uninterrupted final lap of this race. Let's try and close in and try and do something here. We're going to get one more lap. I was actually wrong before. We go 33.0 on that one. That's pretty much everything I've got. Making a late push to try and catch whoever's ahead of us. Just giving it everything now. Driving on the absolute limit. Come on. We might just be able to nick one more spot here. Jack Doohan. Let's see. If I can get close through here. Oh, yes. Give me that exit. Give me that exit. We'll take one more. 3 wide up ahead. Imagine if something had happened there. Do I dare? Oh, I tried to just dive bomb Lawson there. Up to the line. We're not going to quite get it. We go purple on the last lap. What a shift, mate. Whew. Now that has flipped the script in the championship. A huge controversial moment with Carlos Sainz at the last corner. I was, completely alongside, and I swear I got pinched to the inside wall. I don't think there was nothing I could have done there. But you guys would have seen the replay in real time. But genuinely, that was the toughest race yet. The bumpiness of that one. My arms are killing me right now. My shoulders are killing me. That was only 17 laps, but that was so intense. Either way, results on screen. Leclerc wins ahead of Antonelli, and Ocon, he was under pressure, but held on. And then you got Gasly, Russell, Tsunoda, Verstappen, so both Red Bulls in the points. Hamilton also in the points, Piastri and Norris as well. So that's going to shake up the championship a little bit. I think we'll still be in the lead. I'm kind of guessing here, but I think others are going to close in quite significantly. The key thing, though, is I believe Alonso didn't get points. He finished in P11. Behrman got P12. And then others who have had good races like, Doohan and Hulkenberg were behind us in that one. So I think we're going to be okay. But that was a tricky 0 in the championship standings. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. I absolutely loved that one. For all the chaos, the AI was super strong. The strongest they've been all season. And that was a real challenge to get through the field. It genuinely was difficult. And I think maybe I should have ran out of a set of softs because, we needed to get through the traffic quicker. Also, not using the override and having to basically manually operate the battery modes and save battery at different times made that a huge challenge. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, guys, if you thought that was a better episode. I genuinely, though, was on the limit, and you can tell a few times in that one how we, hit the wall, went off track, over the grass, and had a few moments. I was flat out in that one, and genuinely was pushing. I think we've got the difficulty really spot on in the last few episodes, and I think we're hitting that sweet spot now. So yeah, guys, down below you're going to have all the mods I used in this one for the car and the track, so go check those out. The AI also mod and everything that I use basically is going to massively help out the experience. In the meantime, we go again in the next one and we'll see what happens. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for more, and yeah, as always, a massive shout out to my channel members. Check out the 2 videos on your screen for more videos like this. Of course, there's a full playlist now of this alternate championship, and I'll see you guys in my next one very soon.